Okay, good evening again, everyone. Welcome back to the Tinker and Bruce channel, where it seems like here lately all I've been doing is been doing a lot of woodworking, making a lot of different things. This is the frame that I have cut out, and I have it sanded down. It's ready to go into my clamps. These clamps, these are the neatest set of clamps I've ever found, especially for putting together some of this larger stuff. And I've kind of went ahead and preliminarily, however you want to say it, preliminarily, forget it. I set it up. So, I'm not even gonna try it. Preliminary setup, and we're going to try to glue this thing up. Get my glue here. But as you can see, these little corners here are in 90s. This works pretty good. So we're going to glue this thing up here while you watch. And this ought to turn out pretty good. I'm real pleased so far. I've never worked with any chestnut oak before, but I have to say I'm kind of impressed. I like it. It sands easier than I thought it would. Now, when you get it into a large wide board, that's going to be totally different than just trying to sand small thin pieces, because you got a lot more surface area to work with. Okay, so we got the glue on two ends, and if I get a little glue down there in those channels, I'll wipe some of that out with a screwdriver and a rag here pretty soon. But I've got a little Dremel tool that I can take and get down in them and clean that glue out. But this wood glue, again, as I've said in the past, this is Gorilla, and I like it better than anything I have found so far. So we're going to try to pull this bad boy together. I better get that piece of plywood out of there. It's not letting it lay. Table saw makes the greatest workbench ever was. Because it's a nice big flat surface, and unlike the workbench gets everything piled up on it, if your workbench is like mine. So we're going to pull this together, and we're going to line these up. That was lined up pretty decent. I just kind of pull them together by hand at first. This one here looking pretty good. That one's looking pretty good. Like I say, it's not going to be perfect, because folks, it's handmade, that's why. So we gotta tighten this nut down, a little wing nut on here. Just put some pressure on the clamps. Come on. There we go. We're about to get her. There's a little wing nut on here, have to spin. And that pulls these together. Cuts aren't looking too bad. And if there's some imperfections in those joints, the glue will take it up. And if it's real bad, I'll get a little filler and put in them. That's to be expected. Again, it's handmade. It's not like it's going through some big CNC machine where every cut's perfect. We're doing each cut by hand and the best we can. So that's looking pretty good. I'm going to loosen this up just a shade. Pull it together. And if these are a little uneven on top, I can take and knock them down with a sander and clean them up a little bit. That looks pretty good. Now, I can do a couple things when it comes to filling in the imperfections or the cracks. I have made my own wood filler before, my own putty. What you do, you take the sanding dust out of a sander. I don't like that. Take the sanding dust out of a sander and mix it with a little bit of wood glue It makes a great filler putty. It really works well. Put a little more glue on this. So we'll get this thing glued together tonight. And then I got a dentist appointment tomorrow night. After I get done over there, where I can come over here and knock this thing out of here and sand it down. What in the world? I don't like what's going on there, and I don't know what's going on there. What in the world? That is not wanting to settle down at all. Don't know why. Okay, let's pull this dude together. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Now that seam there didn't. You just got to keep messing with it. It takes time. You can't be in a hurry. If you're in a hurry, it'll get cattywampus real quick. It just doesn't work. And I can come back out and look at this tomorrow, and I may look at that. Wow, how did I put that together that way? Well, believe you me, it happens. See what this looks. Yep, that's the same thing there. Those ends are wanting to lead the wrong direction. Wow, that was the same way. It just takes time, folks. It just takes time. Got to get them in there even and straight. Even and straight. Should have let it go when I had it the first time. You can mess it up by messing with it too long. Okay. I think we're gonna let it go with that. Yeah, I know. You're seeing this in real time. You're seeing what actually takes place here. You are seeing what actually takes place. You're seeing the real process. Okay. There we have it. I'll get a paper towel, get some of the glue out of it. Some of that will have to be sanded. I'll have to use a Dremel to get some of that. Get a rubber mallet, tap that a little bit. You can't use a regular steel hammer on this stuff or you'll mar it. There we go. Okay, so there's what we got right there. Yeah, it's a little uneven up here on this corner. But that'll work. So you can see what we got here. We got her glued together. I did put a little bit of stain on this. I was curious to see how this stained out, how it stained out. There's what it's going to look like when I get some stain on it. It's going to be a pretty antique-ish, old-style oak look. And that's the look I'm after. So, anyhow, again, thanks for joining the channel this evening or whenever you get a chance to look at this. Again, this is Tinker and Bruce saying, have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for watching.